Ryan Kerrigan has an uncanny ability to get to the quarterback and finish play.
And look at Kerrigan, a man possessed.
Ryan Kerrigan, good enough to join us now. When did the Superman nickname first come into play for you?
I think it came into play my junior year. I'd kind of grown my hair out a little bit, and I, was starting to make more plays on the field. And I think it just kind of took on, like, I forget who exactly started calling me about that, but it just kind of took on a life of its own during my last year and a half at Purdue.
That's gotta feel good to hear. I mean, there are far worse nicknames one could have, Ryan.
Yeah, there are definitely worse things to be called than Superman. And I mean, especially you look at other guys that are nicknamed Superman, Shaq, and Dwight Howard, Cam Newton. That was pretty good company. So I was feeling good about that nickname.
Looking back on your time at Purdue, which game stands out to you the most? The first one that pops in your head.
It's got to be 2009, my junior year against Ohio State. We're 1-5. We're really struggling that season, and they come in. They're ranked number 7, and they come into Ross 8, and we beat them at home, and honestly beat them pretty convincingly. I mean, surprisingly, for given the circumstances, the game wasn't really in much doubt, which is, like, again, funny to say given we were 1-5, but we handled them really well that day, and fans rushed the field, and it was a moment I'll never forget.
I was thinking back to the 2010 season, Northwestern. It is close, it is late, and you get a big sack, which led to Purdue then scoring, and you guys got that win.
Yeah, that was a huge win too. They had just cracked the top 25, Northwestern did, and we were playing there on a road game at night and got a big win for us. And that, we started out 2-0 in Big Ten play with that win, and so it was that was definitely a big one too.
One of your greatest strengths in college was forcing fumbles. Second most forced fumbles in Big Ten history. What's the strategy? Give us the secret. How'd you do it?
I always learned and had always just kind of had the mindset that you don't get points for hitting the quarterback extra hard on a sack. It's like, but you really help your team out if you get that football out. So I was always going for the football. I wasn't, necessarily trying to put the biggest hit on a quarterback. I was trying to get to that ball and get the ball out and getting the ball back for our offense.
Outside of you, because obviously you deserve the most credit, who helped you the most? Who else deserves credit for your success in college?
I mean, you can go down the list. Obviously, my family is a big influence and teammates, but from a coaching perspective, I had 2 D-line coaches, with Purdue who are now in the NFL. Terrell Williams, my first 3 year, who's now with the Tennessee Titans, and then Gary Emanuel, who's been with the New York Giants the past few years. And those 2 were so instrumental in my development. Coach Emanuel really taught me how to use my hips and use my hands well in pass rushing. Coach Williams saw what I did well on the football field and let me do that, and really played to my strengths as a pass rusher. And I know undoubtedly wouldn't be here where I am today without those 2.
How does it feel to know that you have been voted one of the best defensive linemen of the decade in the Big Ten?
It's awesome. It really is a cool feeling. I take a lot of pride in my time at Purdue. I take a lot of pride in Purdue University. And, when you're going to college, you're a 3-star recruit. There's a couple other defensive linemen in your class going to Purdue, and you just don't know how college football is going to go for you. To have it go the way it did for me, it really is a dream come true. And I'm just really thankful for my time at Purdue and for the way things transpired for me.
And with that, Superman is leaving the building. Ryan Kerrigan, congratulations. Thanks for joining us for a chat.
Thank you.